This makes the Lakers unstoppable as a new report reveals that the Lakers were linked to an up-and-coming two-way guard in the NBA draft just a few years ago, and now they might even have a chance to land that player here in Los Angeles. In today's video, we're going to talk about what this report is, who that player is, and how the Los Angeles Lakers could perhaps right their wrongs and bring this player here to help out Luka Doncic, LeBron James, and the LA Lakers. And welcome to Lakers Digest. My name is Hunter Pitcoff, where we cover everything surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers. And guys, it might be the offseason, football's going on. I know. However, guys, we are so close. In fact, September 29th, the Lakers report the training camp. So is the rest of the NBA. So if you want to be a part of that content, guys, hit that subscribe button because only 62% of you guys watching our videos, you guys are not subscribed. If you are in that majority, stop what you're doing right now and just hit that subscribe button, because I promise you guys, we give you around-the-clock coverage surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers. Guys, it has not stopped during the summer, during the offseason, and guys, is only going to pick up when we have actual basketball to talk about. The basketball nerd in me, that's what I'm excited for, so you definitely want to stick around, guys, if you want to be a part of that coverage. And guys, look, it's not a whole lot going on with the Lakers right now this offseason, and maybe that's good. Maybe the silence is a good thing, but we're going to start off with this video with a little bit of an interesting note, because the one that got away from the Los Angeles Lakers was recently revealed in a podcast by Jovan Buha, formerly of The Athletic. He covered the Lakers for the publication, but now he's doing his own thing, has his own podcast, still kind of doing what he was doing, I guess, when he was with The Athletic, but now I guess more in his own thing, so good for him. I guess we kind of do some similar stuff here as well, covering guys and covering the Lakers here on this channel. That might have been a little bit of a teaser, but anyways, this is what Jovan Buha said in his podcast, saying, quote, "There is an alternate universe where he's a Laker, because one fun fact is that the pick the Lakers used Max Christie on, they were hoping Andrew Nembhard was going to slip, but he went for 31st to the Indiana Pacers." And guys, I might have revealed it a little bit on accident, a little bit of a tease, my bad, but does not take away from this video. We'll talk about how the Lakers could potentially land Andrew Nembhard after the fact that they missed out on him in the NBA draft. In 2022, guys, the Lakers, they found a way to get a second-round pick. That was a big thing that the Lakers wanted to do. We know Rob Pelinka typically likes to have at least one pick in the draft. We saw him this year move up multiple times to go get Adu Thiero. This is a Lakers team, a Lakers franchise, of course, throughout their entire history. They are aggressive in trying to get the players that they want here in Los Angeles. And Andrew Nembhard there sitting at the 31st overall pick. Perhaps the Lakers wanted to move up. Maybe they thought he would slide to 38, but he doesn't. Somebody who had a really good career at Gonzaga, somebody who's been a winner in college, and to no surprise, translated there as he ended up going to the Indiana Pacers and has been a really good player in the Lakers. Unfortunately, I think as soon as his rookie year, or maybe his second year, they got a taste of their own medicine. Andrew Nembhard hit a game-winning three in Los Angeles during his, I believe it was his rookie season, where he still wasn't quite the player that he is yet in the NBA. So the Lakers, they felt it a little bit, losing out Andrew Nembhard, but Max Christie was a good pick for them. Obviously, he really broke out, especially in his third year with the Lakers. However, we didn't really get to see him reach his potential with LA because, of course, he was one of the players involved in the Luka Doncic trade. So I guess we'll never really play this compare-contrast game the way maybe fans thought it'd play out, but I'd rather have Luka Doncic on my team anyway, as much as I really love Max Christie here and wish him the best in Dallas. Yeah, is what it is. But anyways, guys, you're probably wondering, all right, why are we talking about the past? Andrew Nembhard's not a Laker. Max Christie, he's not even a Laker anymore either. So why are we talking about this? Because can the stars align here? And is there a chance that Andrew Nembhard could potentially ever land with the Los Angeles Lakers? Now, guys, I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm not making a prediction here, although crazier things have happened. Again, Luka's a Laker, so crazier things have happened. However, if they are going to strike the Los Angeles Lakers, now would be the time to do so. And looking at what Andrew Nembhard has done with the Pacers this past season, the counting stats are not particularly great, right? I mean, you look 10 points per game, 2 turnovers per game. Really, this doesn't really pop out. Not an amazing athlete, doesn't have fantastic size, 25 years old. So yeah, he still a fairly young player. The three-point percentage and the shooting percentage is not really what you want. However, Andrew Nembhard would fit perfectly with this Los Angeles Lakers team. Why? He is a really, really good on-ball defender, right? He's maybe not super big, but he's strong, and he's really good at staying in front of defenders and not giving him easy driving lanes, and he really fit that role nicely against a playmaking combo guard like a Tyrese Halliburton. Well, the Lakers have that in, with all due respect to Tyrese Halliburton, because that dude can ball, in Luka Doncic, right? Luka's a better player than Tyrese. I don't really think anyone's going to be arguing that anytime soon, not even Pacer fans. So, Luka Doncic, that'd be a perfect kind of guard. And you look at Austin Reaves, too. Neither of them are really great defenders. Now, perhaps skinny Luka, he's playing good defense in the Eurobasket in that tournament, so perhaps he's able to bring that back to the United States and be a legitimate defender. That's yet to be seen. Andrew Nembhard will come in here right away and be the best on-ball guard defender that the Lakers desperately need, and they really haven't had a guy like that in quite some time. Perhaps Marcus Smart fills that role, but Andrew Nembhard's younger. He's got more upside, and look, it is never a bad thing to have multiple guards who can play defense at a very high level, plus with Marcus Smart's injury history, doesn't have a long-term contract, that could be somewhere the Lakers could move to. Now, you're probably asking yourself, well, that sounds great and all. Can the Lakers actually pull off this move? Looking at what Nembhard is making, his 3-year, $59 million contract extension, it kicks in this season. It's going to last him throughout, probably right entering his prime there in 2028. 28 is usually around the year you start to really hit your prime and seeing, peak level of him. Now, he's not a very consistent shooter, so that would definitely need to improve, especially if you're playing on a team like the Lakers. They want to shoot a lot more threes, of course. Now they have Luka Doncic there, LeBron, Austin Reaves to, kick it out to. Andrew Nembhard is a very streaky shooter. He's like that with the Pacers. That's a high-octane offense. He's going to have to improve that, whether it's in Indiana or somewhere else. So that is obviously important there. The offensive fit isn't necessarily perfect for Andrew Nembhard. But he also is a player that can be effective without the ball in his hands because he's a really good defender. And even when he has the ball in his hands, 5 assists a game, that's pretty good when they have a guy like Halliburton and McConnell who really handle the ball most of the time. They really trusted Nembhard to be a playmaker for that team. And for the most part, he delivered. So those are, some of the good news with Nembhard and how he could fit here. But, of course, the Pacers, they really like Andrew Nembhard. There's a reason why. They gave him a 3-year contract extension and gave him a good chunk of change. So it would be hard to bring him here in Los Angeles. But with that being said, it is possible the Lakers can potentially make it happen. If the Pacers like someone like Rui Hachimura, they want expiring contracts like Gabe Vincent. Because, guys, let's not remember, too, that Tyrese Halliburton is out for the season with that torn Achilles. The Indiana Pacers also let go of Miles Turner. They let him walk to the Milwaukee Bucks, although the Bucks paid up quite a bit to go get him. So, who knows what the Pacers season is going to look like, and if they're willing to maybe cash in on some guys that you maybe didn't think. Also, they have Benedict Mather in there, too. He's going to need some more playing time. I feel like eventually he's going to be in the starting lineup at some point. Perhaps he has a breakout season, and perhaps he slides into that shooting guard position to start the 2 for them, and then that therefore can make Andrew Nembhard more expendable. Again, guys, these are a bunch of what-ifs. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I don't even know if the Pacers should do it. But in the event that happens, look, they still have guys like Dalton Knecht. They have their first-round pick. If the Lakers, again, the reports are that they've liked him since 2022, and I'm sure they still like him to this day because he's become a very good basketball player for the Indiana Pacers. I can't see why that couldn't happen again, and that, perhaps if the event Andrew Nembhard becomes available, perhaps that's when the Lakers can strike and potentially get him this season. And guys, if you want to be a part of everything surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to say it one more time for the people in the back, because 62% of you guys watching our videos are not subscribed. You're in that vast majority. You've watched all the way through this video, and you haven't subscribed, man? Come on, man. What are you doing? Come on. It's almost a season. We're getting closer. Believe we're about almost a little over a month away till Lakers had their first tip-off there on October 21st against the they're playing the Golden State Warriors opening night. So, against the Golden State Warriors, I'm thinking last year. So, guys, you want to be a part of that, hit the subscribe button. We'll keep you guys up to date with everything surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers here on Lakers Digest.